And immediately the king sent an executioner, and commanded his head to be brought. And he went and beheaded him in the prison, and brought his head in a charger, and gave it to the damsel, and the damsel gave it to her mother. And when his disciples heard of it, they came and took up his corpse, and laid it in a tomb. Mark 6, verse 27 to 29. When Herod's executioner strikes off the head and bears it upon a charger, you stand at the threshold of your own inner drama. Herod is the world of Caesar, the outer thought system that governs your senses. The prison is your mind convinced it is bound by its own judgments. The head, the seat of reason, the principle of I am that I am, must be sacrificed on the altar of imagination if you would awaken as Christ. Notice how the damsel claims the head and carries it to her mother. The damsel is your fertile imagination, freshly baptized in desire. She bears the slain intellect to the womb of feeling. Here the mother is that deep, unshakable faith which conceives the promise new every moment. Faith receives what reason fears to hold, and from that place of profound reception a new world is born. Then the disciples, those immortal qualities of your soul love, peace, joy, come softly, lift up the corpse of your old self-concept, and lay it in a tomb. Don't shrink from this silent chamber. It is the very seedbed of resurrection. Your discarded beliefs of limitation lie there, awaiting the dawn. This is the blueprint fulfilled in you. Head removed, true imagination crowned, reason yields to faith. Disciples of your higher nature attend the loss so that life may rise again. You are that life. You are he who is dead and is alive forevermore. In the stillness of that tomb begins the quickening. The Christ within you, once crucified in shadow, springs forth in light. All Scripture whispers this one song: sacrifice, descent, and triumph, and you are its living testimony. In this brief but intense drama, we meet three inner players. The king, your higher self issuing divine will, the executioner, your active mind carrying out that will, and the damsel mother pair, the interplay of desire and nurturing faith. When the king commands his head to be brought, it symbolizes a decisive inner shift. Your conscious mind arrests an old identity or limiting belief, the head, so a new pattern can rise. The disciples who bury the corpse are those parts of you, memory, imagination, feeling, that quietly enter the outdated self, making space for fresh growth. This scene mirrors manifestation's secret alchemy. First, the sovereign imagination king decrees a transformation. Next, your focused attention, executioner, severs the old mental pattern. That head on a charger is the formative idea now served up to deeper layers of your being, the damsel. She hands it to Mother Faith, planting the seed of renewal. Finally, the disciple's burial is the subconscious accepting and enclosing this seed, ripe for a hidden gestation until resurrection. The text reveals one essential power. You alone can execute and dispose of limiting self-concepts. Your awareness wields the knife, and your faith receives the surgical gift. In that precise moment, you acknowledge, I am authority over my own thoughts, and I shape my personal world. You become both king and executioner, directing and enacting the inner revolution that precedes outer change. Begin by calling to mind a persistent self-judgment or fear, the head that has quietly shaped your experience. Once you have clearly seen this limiting thought, summon a calm resolve and mentally proclaim, "This no longer governs me." As those words echo within, invite the vision of your desire, the damsel, receiving this liberating declaration. Notice faith flowing around her like a warm, nurturing current, watering the seed of a new possibility. Then, with intention, bury the old identity by refusing to revisit its familiar ground, and by instantly replacing any reemergence of doubt with the fresh assumption of freedom and power. In the silent soil of that inner burial, the old pattern gradually dissolves, giving birth to renewed purpose and creative energy. Before long, you will find yourself living not under past limitations, but crowned by the nobility of your divine self.